Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Cougar with World of Me, and I'm back with another review here from the Amazon review series. I got today is going to be actually two pieces, just because I ordered them and they go together and everything. So we'll start with one, we'll go into the other, and we'll see where it goes from there. All right, so here we go. Here's our first piece, and this is how it came in this package here, and as you can say, it does say, well, I assume it says newer. So if you know anything about this brand, they do a lot of things with photography and things like that, and so you know, and as I've said in previous videos, I do some photography and everything. Of course, obviously, we've got a camera that's recording this, and this is actually what this piece is for that recording camera. So let's go ahead and get into this. There we go. Now, as you can see right here, it is a 7-inch HD camera monitor. Go ahead and get into this. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll start with the small stuff, and we'll get into the good stuff here in just a minute. First things first, it does come with some documentation here. This is an inspection card, so you know they did take a look at it. It's been stamped and says that it passed. Here is a basic, this is one of the Dear Customer cards, gives you, whatever the information. They thank you for buying it and tells you, okay, well, I checked out your thing, I hope you have a great day, things like that. And then we've got the user manual. So user manual, of course, is going to have all the information. It's going to tell you how to hook it up. It's going to have the specifications on it. All those little good bits and pieces. Gives you maybe the menu screens and stuff there may be. So we've got those. Let's see. We've got an AV cable here, which uses the 1/8 inch phono jack, but it is the 4-pin phono jack instead of just a 3-pin like you would have for stereo headphones. And then you've got your 3 cables, your left and right sound, with the video being there in the middle. So you can plug your RCA stuff into this and be able to view, your stuff on the screen or what have you. And then we've also got another cable here. Let's pull this one out and double check what this one is. Yep, that's what it is. I wasn't sure, but this is a mini HDMI to standard size HDMI. So you can of course go from a camera into a TV or into the unit, or however it works. So you've got this nice little HDMI cable here to help you with relaying the video image and audio image as well, because HDMI does take care of audio. And then we've got a little, looks like a little bracket piece here. You know what? I'm not going to save this one. We'll just tear into it. Looks like a little bracket piece here. If I remember correctly, I think that actually goes along with the HDMI cable. So we'll go ahead and put those two pieces together. I think it's used to secure it. And then we've got this bracket piece right here. This bracket piece is obviously going to go on the monitor itself, and it goes with this piece, which this piece is a sunshade. So the two pieces will go together roughly in this kind of configuration here. And you will have the screen there, and this way you'll keep glare and everything off of the screen and be able to see your image very clearly. It also comes with a battery. I think that's what this is. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. I'm wrong on that, so sorry about that. This is actually the mounting post. So, and I'm not going to keep the plastic bag for this either, so we'll go ahead and pull that out of there. It has I will keep this one though. It does have the little set screw here and an Allen wrench there, or a hex head wrench. So we will go ahead and set that over here to the side. This is set up for a hot shoe, or a shoe of some type. So you can bolt this in if you have multiple connections. Some people have brackets and things like that that they put on their cameras that will give them multiple shoes to attach to, so you can attach lights and microphones and various other devices. You've got that, and then of course you've got your standard screw-in. Now of course this screw-in is going to be the same 1/4-inch screw-in that goes into the bottom of a camera for when you use it to mount it onto a tripod, like mine happens to be right now. This of course is going to hold the unit, so that way you can actually use this not only for this, but you could use it for other things. Multiple devices do use this same thing. So you go ahead and screw it in. Once you get it into where you need it to, then you spin that sucker up and tightens it down. So that is that. Here, let's go ahead and get rid of these pieces here. And then we get into the LCD. Now, there you go. Now we've got the next piece, and this is the other piece, like I said, that I bought to kind of go along with this, and this is also from Neewer, and there we go. Now I do have a carrying case for my camera and a lot of accessories and everything like that. It is a backpack. My camera fits in it. I put some lenses and some other accessories in there, and all that, but it doesn't have anything for something like this. So I went ahead and bought this. As you can see, we'll go ahead and move this back here out of the way so we can see everything. It does come, it is a semi-hard case. It's a shock resistant case is what it's supposed to be. You've got a sleeve or an opening right here so that you can, of course, put your documentation and things like that in there if you've got some paperwork or whatever that you want to put in there, your instructions and whatnot. And then you've got these foam inserts here. Of course, there is the inside here that is mildly flexible. Then we've got these pieces here, and as you can see, there are some knockouts. Let's see, this is set up for, looks like it's going to be good for the largest size. Now, of course, this right here is going to keep it pretty safe and secure and everything like that. Now, it does, of course, have a little carry handle here, of which, with my bag, I do have extra straps on the outside, so I can actually attach this maybe onto the outside of it and still keep everything kind of all in one place. Okay, well, so now we're going to go ahead. I checked out the instructions here, and I've got a basic overview on how all this stuff goes together, and I'm just going to kind of run down through it very quickly here. As you can see, this is the bracket here. Now, you can see that there is kind of a step up here. There's two sides to it. This side has these clips around the outside, and then this other side here is just smooth. Now, if you look around the outside edge here, this is a Velcro strip, which actually corresponds with the Velcro strip that's inside of the housing there. Like I said, there are these clips around the back. The clips around the back go around the outside edge of the unit. And there we go. So now we've got this whole unit kind of ready and set up in terms of being able to view it and have it keep from getting the reflection from the lighting and everything like that. You can see kind of the overhead light, and that's the only reflection you're getting because the overhead light is directly in the center, but you're not getting any of the side lighting that I do have out here, and you're not getting that reflection. So you're going to be able to see the video or the picture much more clearly. Then, of course, what we do is take and screw in this bottom piece right here, and cinch that down a little bit, and then you screw this on. Now, this does have a pivot point, so you can, of course, move it around. It folds down in half, in a sense, and to tighten that up, there is this piece right here, which cinches down, and it will tighten that ball in there, and so you can now have it on a stable surface. Now what we're going to do is just real quick, this is another piece of the assembly. Like I said, this does have the HDMI right here, and we've got the HDMI right here, so we'll go ahead and plug that in. Now, obviously, if you're taking video and things like that, you don't necessarily want loose cables, and not that this is that loose in here. It does plug in fairly firmly and securely, but they do want to make sure that things are mounted and held down. So that's actually what this piece here is for, and it does have a little thumb screw here. You line it up over top of the cable here, and it's got the little knockout here that actually fits over top of the end of the cable. Let's see if we can get that all lined up there. Okay, so it fits over top of the end of the cable, and it's just proud of the little strain relief right there. We've got the little set screw here, and there is a screw mount on the back end. And we will tighten that down. Make sure that cable's in the plug securely. Make sure this is pulled in tight. So you want to make sure to put pressure and push it in this way. Push it that way, and then tighten that down. And there we go. So now we don't have to worry about the cable if things are moving around or anything like that. We don't have to worry about this cable just popping right out. So there we go. So that's something that's a little more secure. All right, well, I'm going to break off for a second. I'm going to go ahead and find the battery pack that I need to go ahead and light this sucker up, and we will check this out. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I do have a battery right here. Now, this battery is from the LED light that I was talking about earlier that I use with my camera, and it just so happens that it is actually the exact same model, or one of the exact same models, that is used with this LCD. Now, and something I didn't mention before, there is actually a speaker, it looks like, right back here, so you can actually hear things. So if you are recording video like we're doing right now, you'll be able to hear what you're recording. Now, here we go. We're going to go ahead, and just to make this easier, I'm going to go ahead and unclip this right here. So give me just a second. See if I... Actually, you know what? We'll just do this, because this is easier than unclipping everything else. Now, you can see right here there is a light that's on. I just hit the power button, and there we go. Field monitor. So there we go. We've got, it says HDMI, which of course is the... So this is acting very much just like a television or a regular monitor, maybe for a computer. Let's go ahead, take another quick break, and I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the camera. Okay, everybody, now you can see what this looks like. You can see, of course, I've got my cord hooked up to the camera there, and as I said, we've got this video inception kind of going in. You can see the recording as it's happening right there, and that is all very, very cool. It makes it nice for me. I can sit here and kind of look and see what things are, and you know, be able to see how well everything is coming in, how focused it is, and things like that. You know, again, you know, I'm going to use this to help me with focusing things, as well as being able to see maybe some minor details and things like that that I want to make sure that I grab when I do things, as well as when I take this out and record, not obviously just the videos like this, but when I take it out and record other things, like I've mentioned in the past that I work with bands and things like that, and I do some recording for them, and I use this setup for that. This is definitely going to make it a lot nicer. I do, of course, plan on getting some more equipment to go along with that, so of course keep an eye out for those things as well. So, you know, I think for the most part we've covered most of this. You know, we didn't cover some of the things like using the AV cable and things like that. I don't really have a need for them right now. So for me, it's not really necessary for the use that I have for this. My primary use is being able to use it literally just like it is right now, in terms of being able to see the video or the pictures that I'm taking, and that way I can you know, see see what things look like and make them a little bit more accurate, a little better in terms of the focus quality and things like that, so that things come out looking nice and clean and everything like that. So go ahead and wind this one up. Obviously, if you guys like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up, and you can hit that subscribe button down there. If you have it set up, the notifications, they'll let you know when we've got new videos out, so keep your eyes out. We, of course, have multiple videos, Amazon being the reviews from there, and lots of other stuff that comes out. Also, we'll have the link for this in Amazon down there in the description below, as well as our social media outlets, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all those good things. You can kind of keep your eyes out there and see when new things are coming up. It'll give you some updates of new things that we may be working on or what have you. And, if you have any questions or comments, you leave those, of course, down below, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Try to answer things as best we can. If you have any questions or something, if you have any suggestions, those are great too. So, anyhow, I am Cougar. This has been another Amazon review here on The World of Me. I would like to wish you all a good day, and I will see you later. Bye.